I'm also thankful for the color of my eyes and the color of my lips because people often pointed out that my eyes weren't as white as others and my lips were very dark. Even teachers, like in secondary school, sometimes would ask me if I smoked. And I would explain that these features run in my paternal family, which is true. Somehow, I've come to realize I no longer think about these things. I'm no longer surrounded by people who ask such questions or make me feel bad. I've been healed to the point that if someone tries to point it out now, I'm not hurt. I'll just respond kindly. I'm thanking God for new songs. Though this testimony is long overdue, but I'll still give it. I can't say when it started, but I know that from the end of last year, I've been receiving new songs, either when I'm walking back home or while engaged in some activity. Most times, these songs are filled with encouragement, praise to God, or even instruction. When I returned to live on the farm this year, I found that I would receive new songs whenever I was in the bush, searching for fruits or working. One time I went to look for avocado. I had an impression to check a particular spot, but I didn't until later. When I eventually looked, I found a very succulent looking pear. Right there, a spontaneous song came to me and it said, the still small voice inside of me telling me what to do every now and then. If only I would just heed this voice, everything will be better with me. That song has been so real to me. I've applied its message in many situations and things work out when I listen to that inner voice. When I don't, I face the consequences. There was another time in the bush when I received a song about the kind of sheep I am. I did some research, added verses, and eventually decided to call it a prophecy. Because I don't yet possess those character traits. I'm just hoping with the Lord's help to bear such good fruits in my life. Healing from insecurities. I'm thanking God for the amplitude of my voice. In the past, I would have people shut me down because of how loud my voice is, even when I wasn't intending to be loud. It made me different and sad, unfortunately. Even when I joined God's Lighthouse and started mingling with the sisters in the hostel, I still cried whenever we gathered to pray at night and I was asked to keep silent because I talked too loudly. I was very close to Sister Happiness Ukpa, so she would console me most of the times. While I've gotten over it, I'm still asking God about the purpose of this loud voice He gave me. For the meantime, I agree that I'm the voice of one crying in the wilderness. Because my brethren don't talk about my voice in a bad light. Some say it could be that this was the type of voice John the Baptist used to call people to repentance in the wilderness. Some say I should take evangelism seriously. Even when there is an outreach and there is no microphone, I won't be stranded. I could reach many people effortlessly. Aside from these funny, encouraging words of theirs, I've learned to have peace with the volume of my voice. And I thank God for this. I'm also thankful for the color of my eyes and the color of my lips. I used to be very self-conscious about them because people often pointed out that my eyes weren't as white as others and my lips were very dark. Please, after this testimony, don't look at me closely. I looked for things to apply to them to make them better. Even teachers, like in secondary school, sometimes would ask me if I smoked. And I would explain that these features run in my paternal family, which is true. Somehow, I've come to realize I no longer think about these things. I'm no longer surrounded by people who ask such questions or make me feel bad. I've been healed to the point that if someone tries to point it out now, I'm not hurt. I'll just respond kindly, if I even respond at all. I used to be very loud about my dimples too, but right now, I seldom remember them. I seldom remember I have one because I'm no longer making my hair as I usually do, or applying lip gloss, like doing makeup and all that. Basically, I'm not doing any beauty care activity. So I seldom look at the mirror, and I don't have contacts that will remind me how my dimple is so cute whenever I send them pictures or even when I post one. Since I don't post pictures anymore and hardly take one unless I made a new hair. I know to you might sound, what's dimple? Everyone has dimple. But it was a very big deal to me back then because the friends I had used to always point it out that, you're fine, or this, that. I'm grateful to God for all I have learned in this house and for our parapets, which has freed me from a lot of worries in this life. May God's name be praised.
Thanks for watching. For more stories of God's transforming power as well as all the life-changing content, do check out the links in the description. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, turn on your notification bell, and share. God bless you.